spicy, and we're talking about freedom of Bitcoin.
He is the true urban cowboy to me. Move over, John Travolta. I'm talking about cowboys of crypto. Aaron, how is it going? Have you wrestled up any good coins lately?
You know, I'm just living the dream, buying memes, and ready to go. Thanks for having me back on.
Always a good time. Cowboys of crypto, we have ETH. It's skyrocketing right now. I'm looking, he brought up people staking it, move from proof of work, proof of stake. Well, looking at the staking yield right now, it is so high. Obviously, we have Martini Guy and others burning all this gas. Current yield is 8.6%. Do you think that is going to lead to more institutional demand? Because right now, whether you're a bank, whether you're a tech company, you can only buy some crappy yields, crappy treasury bonds. I don't want 2% when inflation is 7%. Well, ETH is paying out 8%. Do you see institutional money flowing into the sector because banks just can't compete?
Do you think that a big banker would go to some sleazy guy in a Burger King parking lot with a long trench coat, and he opens up his trench coat and he says, "Hey, you want to buy some of this ETH, buddy? You want some? I promise you 8% back." Look, the fact of the matter is, institutions look at stuff like crypto, look at stuff like ETH, and they don't want to touch it because it's sleazy, it's weird, it's creepy. Just like that guy in the Burger King parking lot, there's no regulation, there's no clarity. Once that's in place, once there's safety in place, that's when we'll start to see a lot of adoption. Just like a lot of people who want that security, want that safety for themselves. That's when we'll start seeing a lot of institutional demand. I don't think they buy off of competing off of the percentage of like how much money they get back. Maybe some crazy ones out there. I don't think the real ones, the real gameplay hitters, they're going to wait. Okay, they're going to wait for that. And what ends up happening is what we're really talking about here is demand and adoption for Ethereum. Like what is going to spark this bull run? And it's not going to be the yield. It's not going to be 8%. It's not going to be 10% yield. It's not going to be that. It's going to be the regulatory clarity. Because when I think back into what really drove the bull market, what was it that really got everyone freaked out? I mean, if you remember, like myself, you know that your Uber driver had some alpha on some coin. You know that your mom was talking about, the boomers at work were like, "Hey, we got to buy this talking snake. And you know what? We're going to be wealthy." When that mentality hits like the public, right? That's when we start seeing the real adoption, or at least the bull run, right? Not true adoption, but at least the bull run starts to happen. Because when I think back to, hey, there was a point in my life where I would overpay for $200 for a transaction for some NFT drop. Okay, so that I was like, if whatever times I've overpaid things, it was only on dates or gas in a hurricane or meme coins. That's when we're overpaying. So I don't think the 8%, 8.6% yield is going to bring in true adoption, not a bull run. I don't think that's going to happen. I think those industries are reserved, maybe gaming, right? Like I think this is on everyone's mind, where hey, NFTs offer a good utility, rewards and transfer of value. Probably gaming, probably digital IDs. I don't know, but it's not going to be an 8.6%. That's not going to what's going to drive and initiate a bull run for everyone here.
I think that's a pretty fair statement. Cowboys Crypto, you're bringing up the things he's saying. These are catalysts for Bitcoin to go up. Bank failures, hyperinflation, regulators. But he also said ordinals. This was his quote, since we couldn't hear it. Every time someone builds an application that's cool on Bitcoin, like all the ordinals and inscriptions and whatever that are driving up transaction fees, that is a catalyst. All these are catalysts to the upside. Were you surprised that Michael Saylor is a ordinal fan? And I mean, what did you think his original opinion would be?
His opinion is the same as all of ours should be. It's the future. I am going to look at my grandchildren in their eye and they're going to ask me, "Hey, Lolo, how grandchildren, multiple duplicates?"
No, eyeball. Do they have? Oh, God. People think I'm Illuminati.
Maybe it's the future. It's the future. I'm going to say, "Hey," into you three-eyed little runt. I made my millions off of crappy pixelated pictures off of the Bitcoin network. Here's what's happening. Okay, we have this debate that people are looking at Michael Saylor and saying, "Oh, it's so surprising. He's a Bitcoin bull. This should be, we should riot and we should change the code, or what? We got to kick them off or whatever." Mother's Day is coming up. Shout out to all the moms, mother figures out there who, we're rooting for you. But my 3-year-old child is going to be given a pen and a paper and going to be asked to create something special for her mom. And she's going to create this ugly drawing of a mom that looks like a scribbly frog. And her mom's going to take it and she's going to love it. Teenagers and husbands are going to receive a pen and paper and they're going to write notes saying how much they value their mom, how much they love their mom. Thank you so much. How much we love you. And entrepreneurs and developers and builders and innovators and leaders and the mavericks of our tomorrow, they'll be given that pen and paper as well. And they're going to write advanced code. They're going to build businesses. They're going to build infrastructure and technology to lead us into the future. Bitcoin is the pen and paper. Bitcoin is the pen and paper of which anyone can grab hold of. And it doesn't, who is anyone to say that, oh, that's not worthy of being put on pen and paper? Oh, that's stupid. That shouldn't be created. No, that's what Michael Saylor is saying. He's saying that Bitcoin is not just a technology. It's the freedom of the future. It's the way that we attribute value into the future. And could you imagine the crime it would be to sit on your high horse and as the arbiter, and you have the moral compass and the wisdom to sit on your moral high ground and say, no, that's not good. Don't put that on Bitcoin. You know what? If you want to print out a pixelated snake on Bitcoin and call it art and sell it for a Bitcoin, no problem. More power to you. The market will decide, because the alternative, the current pen and paper, is this fractional reserve banking system that is currently owned and attributed by these elite bankers who control all the ink you have, how much paper you get, and what you write about. Bitcoin's the future, so more power to people who are building on ordinals.
All right, well, I have pen and paper right here. Is this Bitcoin? I thought it was just granite in Manhattan. I don't know what to believe anymore. All right, well,
Pen,
Martini
paper,
guy.
Granite, and we're writing everything in it.
All right. Chiseling. We're chiseling. Maybe ETH maxis. Cowboys, do you want to add something real quick?
Yeah, I just want to look. I'm gonna say this. You guys are certainly much smarter than I am, and certainly more handsome than me. But I want to ask this question: how do you then determine, and what's a fair way to pick who gets to mint or build on Bitcoin, and what doesn't get to be minted and built on Bitcoin? That's what I'm fundamentally about. I'm fundamentally about the freedom. So don't hear me wrong. I'm kind of being extra about it. I'm trying to be like WWE about it. But for real, like, how do you then determine who builds what on Bitcoin and who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, they say it's permissionless, and it's going to take 51% of miners to agree to something. And we'll see. It's been a long time since we had a hard fork. About 5 years, if my calculations are correct. So yeah, it'll be over 5 years. So it'll be interesting to see. All right, well, let's talk about Twitter's evolution and Elon versus Zuckerberg. We're not talking about Facebook. We're not talking about Instagram. Shots fired at WhatsApp. Just a couple quick facts about WhatsApp. It was purchased by Facebook in October 2014 for $22 billion. Currently has more monthly active users than even Facebook. It's currently coming in around 2 billion monthly active users. But it all started with a software engineer at Twitter sharing a screenshot that he says WhatsApp had been using his microphone multiple times throughout the night, then retweeted by Musk, who stated, WhatsApp can't be trusted. Meta, they clapped back, shots fired back. They responded by stating the issue. This was a bug on Android that misattributes information in their privacy dashboard. That wasn't word salad whatsoever. Before we get too far into this, Cowboy, you always have some good theories here. Was this, just a bug on Android, or was this actual eavesdropping?
Yeah, that's a bug. Like the Fed doesn't inflate the economy, and like how everyone posts real pictures on their Tinder profile. Look, this is no bug. That is a feature in which people can pay for. The real problem here is that our privacy is being sold. It's always been sold, and this is just the continuation of it. They got caught with Facebook, and they're getting caught with WhatsApp. And to be able to hear conversations and sell that information to a company who will pay for it, that's the game. If anyone doesn't know, right? What happens if they sell it to the government, though? Looks like you're getting audited. Sorry, random. Looks like you got banned. Sorry, random. Looks like you committed suicide. Sorry, random.
It's all good.
You know what happens? What happens when you say something that people don't like with power that they have? You get canceled. You get socially canceled, financially, economically. We've seen examples of this all around the internet, and that's fine in a work enclosed scenario because people are two parties are consenting to these terms. But freedom of speech is core to freedom itself. Jordan Peterson has this great video. You should watch it. He says there is no difference between free speech and thought, and I that made me think. Right, if you have the ability to work out your thoughts, right, without any repercussion, someone trying to sell that or harness or push that down, you have the ability to do something higher, like hone those thoughts into reason, and that reason turns into your character, that character turns into your morals into action, action to habits, and habits into culture. So if you control freedom of speech, if you monetize it, if you sell it, then you control our culture. And speech is like the ability to reason is not seen in any part of like animal or the world, right? You don't see in areas of the animal kingdom monkeys arguing over the necessity of pixeled JPEGs on Bitcoin. You don't see snakes telling jokes. The closest thing we have to monkeys and snakes arguing and it all being a big joke is the White House, right? It is the absolute power. Humans don't have the ethical anchor or to handle omniscience, omnipresence, omnipotence, and our own personal biases always break our moral compass and push unfair and immoral agendas unfairly. And it's we who suffer. So that's kind of my take on that.
All right, couple good things there. One, I have seen two monkeys fight. They're fighting over who gets the turn with the frog. And second, I thought about fire in a crowded movie theater and I got in trouble. So I think maybe thoughts are free speech here. All right, watch out when you're walking under a power line. Yeah, really, really great panelists on here. Make sure you follow their descriptions below. Go to their channel, sub to their channel.
I enjoyed that episode. I really enjoyed rewatching that with you guys. Now everything's set and ready to roll. Please be active in the chat. I want to see everyone chatting and letting you know where you are, if you're in here, what you think about the different projects we're going to be going over, and let's get right into it.
States basketball team and more wins than the South Korean archery team, and we are here for it. My name is Aaron. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you guys. And tonight I wanted to talk about the Bitcoin conference and just how impressive that thing has been to me. I love that Bitcoin is bipartisan, that it is not left or right, it is not Democrat or Republican. It to me seems like a down the line, this is everyone should be involved in this. Now, people who don't want to be involved in it are people who don't want Bitcoin to succeed. And why don't they want Bitcoin to succeed is because they want to control the money. Now, this is why I got into crypto in the first place, the ethic. The whole ethic of crypto, of Bitcoin, I should say, is a decentralized form of money. This is why I'm involved in it. And this is why you're involved in it too, or at least you should be. Not because you can get rich off of some meme coins. No, there is something a much higher calling to that, and I want us to call that out of us tonight. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you guys on Kick, Twitter, X, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you guys are. Good to see you, GF and Nasty Time and Pink, and who else we got here? Okay, who's it? Reggie, what's going on? Thanks for the birthday. Let's see, GF. Who else was this? Shoe 68. Good to see you. You're on Kick, man. I don't know. thanks for showing up on Kick. I really appreciate it. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. How was the weekend, guys? Hope everything was good. If you were in Bitcoin, you saw some major ups. I don't know what a bitty sweep is that GF is talking about, but that is certainly been the case because Bitcoin has just been on a tear. Like I said, more ups for Bitcoin here. I mean, right now it's at 66, but it was at 50 something, right? Right before the weekend. 64. Okay, 64. But down to here it was like 54. Just July 4th, 53,000, and it's picked back up all the way up to like 69. I believe it got into the 69,000 over the weekend. I was thinking about selling, but I never sell my Bitcoin just to see if I could catch a little more of it. But as usual, I chickened out, and the reason why is I just hold Bitcoin. Just accumulate, Eric. Just accumulate. That's all I got to keep telling myself. Okay, I don't trade the Bitcoin. It's very tantalizing. When we want to see Bitcoin at 70,000, you know it's going to come right back down because it's hitting resistance at 70,000. Maybe it'll hit 74 or 75,000, create some all-time highs, but I mean, we know it's coming back down, at least for right now. I don't think there's a lot of strong legs until after the elections. not till after a pro Bitcoin president is involved. Hopefully RFK, hopefully Donald Trump. Those are my two bets. The sole reason is because Bitcoin. I heard Kamala wants to be a pro crypto president, and that's different from a pro Bitcoin president. And Elizabeth Warren was passing off all those like bills about crypto and Bitcoin, all scams and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not with that. If that's the Democrat Party, yeah, that's like my one biggest thing, quite honestly, is Bitcoin. Quite honestly, I mean, hate to say it, but it's a little, I mean, I see it as like, I don't want to say it. It's true. Okay, here, moment of confession. I should be concerned more about abortion, but I'm more concerned about Bitcoin. It's the same. It's the same to me, at least equal. Flush out, typical weekend flush out. What's going on, George? How are you, man? Sup, boo? I haven't heard that type of language in since like high school, but quite honestly. What up, boo? Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. No way. Have we been talking this whole time? No mute? No, I see the mute right here. I'm okay. Typical weekend flush out. Okay. There's no way. Am I muted for real? I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I was kind of, you son of a gun. There's a delay too. There's like a 5-second delay. Oh my gosh, it's normal. I 100% believe it. I have like 2 audio levels here, and yeah, I just want. I'm always trying to catch them. Anyway, I had some things planned, and it's just what I had planned. I could either watch the Donald Trump speech with you, watch the RFK speech with you guys, or kind of my favorite is this Vivek roundtable for you. I had Phantom Galaxies pulled up too, and I think we could do that. But because the Bitcoin conference was just this last weekend, I wanted to do some of the Bitcoin stuff and focus more on Bitcoin today. But Phantom Galaxies can always wait. Today is early, bro. Thanks, man. Yeah, today's early. I'm still trying to find the best time to stream that's more consistent for you guys. I can do it like the 7:30, 8 o'clock time frame. 7:30 to 8:30 is usually a time frame I could do it, or I could do it 11. And the in between phase is when I hang out with my wife. So it's like where are we going with this? Anyway, I feel like because of the thumbnail, I could do Donald Trump, and because of the clicks. However, I really want to do Vivek, and RFK seems right. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and see what 11 is good. 11 good? Okay, I mean, I could do 11. I'm up late. When I say 11, it's Eastern Standard, so that is like 3 hours from now. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what Donald Trump. I know this is a 50-minute video. I'm not trying to watch it all, but I do want to see a little bit of it with you guys and kind of react and see what you guys think about it.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you. So, Secret Service just told me, sir, would like a little more time. I said, you take all the time you want. You can take 2 hours, 3 hours, the hell with the people that have been waiting out here. But I'm sure they don't mind either. But it is a great honor. And
I wouldn't like that. Really quick, digital asset flows. I just want to get this out of the way on Monday. Digital asset investment products saw a relatively muted 245 million of inflows last week, although this obscures a mixed picture of various digital assets. Bitcoin saw further healthy inflows of 519 million, bringing its month-to-month date to 3.6 billion. The launch of US spot-based Ethereum saw some of the largest inflows since December 2020, which newly issued ETFs seeing 2.2 billion inflows, but incumbent outflows offset this with net outflows over all of the 2.85 million. 285 million. So we see Bitcoin with weekly inflows of 500 million. I'm not sure what happened with the last week. I think it's because of the Bitcoin conference. But who knows, right? Who knows?
a lot of things are happening in the world. We just heard, you probably heard, that Israel was just attacked, very severely attacked, and Hezbollah looks like. And this is things that won't happen.
get
I
the
mean, you
Bitcoin.
just can't. They have to respect us. They have to respect. They cannot.
Okay, there's ads. Fantastic.
You know, this whole love affair sort of started. David, about 4 months ago, was at Mar-a-Lago. I took a picture with him. I mean, he's a nice-looking guy. He's okay. He's out here someplace. But I took a picture. It got published. Trump and David Bailey. All of a sudden, your industry went through the roof. So, David, congratulations. Whatever the hell you do, you did a hell of a job. But as well as all of the Bitcoin luminaries and legends here, you have legends in this room. They really are.
He's gonna thank everybody. Let's just get it.
Anti-crypto crusade will be over. It will end. It'll be. But it's like, think of this. You fight, you're in a campaign. You spend a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and he's losing. And then they say, let's take him out of the fight. We'll put a new fighter in there. The new fighter is her. Probably my second choice. He will always be my first choice, but she'd be my second choice. And again, if we don't win this race, and I know you're not that political, but you have to be political because your whole thing, I mean, you have a lot of politics involved in what you do. If we don't win this race, this country could be finished as we know it. This country is going to be in bad shape, and we have to be in there. We have to fight, and we have to win. And I pledge to the Bitcoin community that the day I take the oath of office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's anti-crypto crusade will be over. It will end. It'll be done. It'll be done.
Pretty good.
The moment I'm sworn in, the persecution stops and the weaponization ends against your industry. And as long as I'm in the Oval Office, Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, do you remember? Yes, I'm an Indian. Yes, she said, I'm an Indian. Why are you an Indian? You don't look like an Indian. No, my mother told me I have high cheekbones. Oh, that's why she was an Indian. So I named her Pocahontas. Elizabeth Warren and her goons, and she's very nasty to you. She hates your people. She hates everything about you. Will keep their hands off Bitcoin. They're going to keep their hands off crypto. They're going to let it grow. We're going to let it grow. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new
there we
SEC
go.
chairman.
There we go. Look at the standing ovation. Day one, fired Gary Gensler.
I didn't know he was that unpopular.
He had no idea.
Wow.
He had no idea.
I didn't know he was that unpopular.
Bam.
Let me say it again. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. Whoa.
The pandering. The pandering. He's like,
I will appoint a new SEC chairman who believes America should build the future, not block the future, which is what they're doing. And Kamala Harris wants to make him Treasury Secretary. That's not good.
are you serious?
That's not good. He was Hillary Clinton's finance person. Did you know that? Crooked Hillary. Remember Crooked Hillary?
Are
Do
you
remember
serious?
her? Anybody remember? He was the finance chairman of Hillary Clinton's campaign against a gentleman known as Donald Trump. Not a popular person within the... Actually, she came to my wedding. Do you know that? To our great First Lady, Melania, came to our wedding. And Bill came to our wedding. But it's amazing things when you run for office, a lot of things change in your life. A lot of things change. As president, I will immediately shut down Operation Choke Point 2.0. They want to choke you. They want to choke you out of business. We're not going to let that happen. And no longer will your government sit by and watch as Bitcoin jobs and businesses flee to other countries because America's laws are too unclear and too tough and too angry and too stiff. We will keep each and every Bitcoin job in the United States of America. That's what we're going to be doing.
What is a
Upon
Bitcoin
taking
job?
office, I will immediately appoint a Bitcoin and Crypto Presidential Advisory Council. Would anybody like to be on that particular council? Please raise your hand. Their task will be to design transparent regulatory guidance for the benefit of the entire industry, and they will get it done in 100 days. We will have regulations, but from now on, the rules will be written by people who love your industry, not hate your industry. People that want to make it clear and simple, straightforward,
That's
and fair.
awesome.
People that want to see your industry thrive, not dive. Next, I will immediately order
That's awesome. Holy Toledo. Fire Gary Gensler, number one. First day. Done. Nice. You got the whole crowd cheer. He's like, I'll say it again. I'm I'm gonna say that one more time. Oh boy. What up, Tree City? So he's saying, I'll fire Gary Gensler. I'll appoint a committee who's gonna bring regulation to Bitcoin within 100 days. Fantastic. That means that within 100 days, holy Toledo. So that could bring regulation and regulatory clarity, which it's already there by the way. I'm not sure what he wants to do. There's already an ETF. I'm not sure. I think he's just buying my vote. I think he's just buying my vote. And I'm not too smart enough to know whether or not it's true. Hold on, let's see what number 2 is. Let's see.
The Treasury Department and other federal agencies to cease and desist all steps necessary, because, you know, there's a thing going on in your industry. They want to move the creation of a central bank digital currency. It's over. Forget it. CBDC. There will never be a CBDC while I'm president of the United States.
There we go. Big one.
And I will always defend the right to self-custody. Self-custody.
Big one.
You're going to have a great industry. You're going to have a great industry, and we're going to be few.
I'm not sure what he means by industry. Bitcoin's not even it's not an industry. Makes me think he's just buying my vote. Here's the thing. I saw Alex Becker tweet this, but it's all 100% true. He said that Kamala Harris is trying to buy my vote by promising money and not giving me money and giving the money away, causing inflation. Trump's trying to buy my vote by promising, you know, decentralization, no CBDCs, and and firing Gary Gensler and appointing a committee of Bitcoin to regulate Bitcoin. I'm not sure. They're both buying my vote. I'm not sure. I guess it's obvious, right? Like you're both buying my vote, but one person's saying something I like and the other person's saying I'm not liking. That seems like Bitcoin at 100K. That's right. That seems like Bitcoin at 100. It seems like if and when, hopefully, Trump gets elected president, Bitcoin, the road to 100K is paved. It's like slick. It's like you just put a little skate on, and you just ride that Trump road. Now, I'm gonna turn this to a one political issue vote, maybe. But I love Bitcoin that much. I mean, what other option is there? You have Trump who's preaching, who's speaking at the Bitcoin conference, and some of you guys don't like Trump, which is fine. I don't like Trump either. But he's literally trying to buy my vote by promising the things that I want. And Kamala Harris is not. She's like, what? I only have two options here. Except we have RFK, but let me let this man finish. Let this man finish.
For your industry, not demolish your industry. America will once again be a nation that protects property rights, privacy, freedom of transaction, freedom of association, and freedom of speech. We're going to go back to the old days when we were a nation that was building, not a nation that was eating itself alive from within.
You should also know that Biden pushed out that thing. He was trying to pass that law where anything over $600 of transaction should be like taxed or recorded and some nonsense like that. That's some crazy stuff.
As part of our effort to provide regulatory clarity, we will create a framework to enable the safe and responsible expansion of stable coins. Do you know what a stable coin is? Does anybody know? Please raise your hand.
He has
allowing
no idea.
us to extend the...
He has no idea what a stable coin is. Like, does you know what a stable coin is? I don't. Please raise your hand.
Dominance of the U.S. dollar to new frontiers all around the world. America will be richer, the world will be better, and there will be billions and billions of people brought into crypto economy and storing their savings in Bitcoin. So that's the way it is. That's pretty much the way it is. Those who say that Bitcoin is a threat to the dollar have the story exactly backwards. I believe it is exactly backwards. Bitcoin is not threatening the dollar. The behavior of the current U.S. government is really threatening the dollar.
Ooh, that was
TD
good.
Complete Checking.
Oh yeah, that was real good. That was real good. Yep. No. I missed. Oh, Michael Saylor. Hold up. See, we can't be. See. Oh, Trump is just getting
Hello,
good,
big
man.
future does not come from 5 years to do. 17 over 4th of July weekend. Combat zones here at home.
Here's the thing, man. That was real good. That was real good, man. That was real good. I'll end it there. I'll move it to Michael Saylor. Dang, bro, that was. He said the threat to the dollar is not Bitcoin. The threat to the dollar is the United States government. Good googly moogly. That is a line. That's a line. That's a line and a half. That's pretty good. All right, let's go from one presidential candidate to another. I don't think Trump knows what the heck he's talking about, quite honestly. But if he promises these things and he delivers, he's promising the stuff that I want. You know what I'm saying? He's promising the stuff I want. All right, let's. This is a Democratic Kennedy turned independent. With the Hulk Hogan?
Hello, Bitcoiners. I am so glad to be back from my second Bitcoin conference and the U.S. Marshals to transfer the approximately 200,000 Bitcoin held by the U.S. government to the United States
I want to
Treasury
go here. The potential of Bitcoin for
Bitcoin in this year's election. Nothing could make me more joyful than to see other political leaders now jumping on the Bitcoin bandwagon. I've had over a year's head start to study, to understand, to articulate the potential of Bitcoin. And my goal as the first Bitcoin president will be to enact policies that will make America the world's greatest representative for Bitcoin and a proponent of its democratic values. I grew up assuming that America would always maintain its status as the world leader, the leader of the free world. But ever since the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1993, we've paradoxically been moving in a declining spiral away from that role. Hubris, military adventurism, and corruption have put America's political and economic power in precipitous decline. Our dollar is rapidly losing its reserve currency status because we've weaponized it against other countries. When we disagree with the policies of another country, we kick them off the SWIFT system and we debank them. As a predictable result of that strategy, the BRICS nations are now in the process of de-dollarizing by getting off the petrodollar. They realize that trading their commodities and other hard resources for money that is printed out of thin air is a losing proposition.
Yep.
This trend will likely accelerate until we make the tough transition toward backing our debt obligations with hard assets again.
That's right.
I have a plan to strengthen the U.S. dollar and lower the interest rates and neutralize our $34 trillion debt by backing U.S. Treasury bills, notes, and bonds with hard assets, including a combination of precious metals and Bitcoin. Backing U.S. debt obligations by collateralizing them with hard assets not only restores strength to the dollar, it reins in inflation, and it will usher in a new era of American financial stability, prosperity, and peace. The world needs to believe that we have safely handcuffed our government and its ability to create money out of thin air with no proof of work. The innovative strategy that I'm proposing leverages the scarcity and liquidity of Bitcoin, along with gold and other hard assets, to restore the dollar's dominance in global finance. The world will rush to adopt an American-backed, decentralized currency that cannot be confiscated by governments, that can be traded and transacted on cell phones at the speed of light across every global border with no banking fees or other transactional friction. This incorruptible currency will immediately start pulling wealth and assets from every other nation around the globe back into the United States, restoring the strength of our dollar and repairing our balance of payments. 6 months before his assassination, my uncle President John F. Kennedy, signed an executive order that put silver coins in competition with the notes issued by the Fed. His intention was to rein in Fed discretion. He had been a critic of Fed policy, and he hoped to end the discretionary monetary policy and the inevitable debasement of the U.S. dollar. He understood that a highly leveraged economy leads directly to the destructive kind of wealth inequality that is today eroding American democracy.
Okay, hold on. Look, the difference in speech from Trump to RFK is astounding. Trump is like, stable coin. Anyone know what a stable coin? Please raise your hand. Who wants to be part of the? It's crazy. RFK is literally dropping knowledge right now. He's literally dropping. He's like memorized, or he's reading off the Bitcoin standard right now. We weaponized, the government has weaponized the US dollar. It's forced other countries to get out of the petrodollar and to trade in their own assets. Why would they trade through a commodity or a currency that is printed out of thin air, literally printed out of thin air? And so he's dropping real knowledge right now. I mean, really, he is. If you want to learn more, read the Bitcoin standard. But I want to know what he's doing. He says he's building a Bitcoin Fort Knox. Let's see what that means.
That tomorrow, President Trump may announce his plan to build a Bitcoin Fort Knox and authorize the U.S. government to buy 1 million Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. And I applaud that announcement, and we should all applaud it. I hope that President Trump's commitment to Bitcoin is more than political expediency. The most cynical political reason for endorsing Bitcoin is to excite the 60 million Bitcoin American holders by policies that make the number go up. But it's my hope that President Trump and the DNC nominee, who he or she may be, will develop a deeper understanding of the earth-shaking reasons to ensure that Bitcoin has a strategic reserve in the U.S. Treasury. The most compelling of those reasons is laid out in U.S. Space Force major Jason Lowery's MIT thesis entitled Software.
He's going for the reasons that are like up here, right? Trump is like just trying to excite everyone. You don't got to be like so eloquent. You don't even know what Bitcoin is. Just promise it. You could assemble the team and we could trust them. We know that you don't know what Bitcoin is or a stable coin. It's so funny. This guy RFK has got a firm grasp on what Bitcoin is, but I don't know, man. I don't think you're gonna win, buddy.
Lowry points out that Bitcoin has been mischaracterized as money, when in fact it is a cyber defense system that will protect our online identities and data in cyberspace. Just as we have an Air Force to protect our skies and a Navy to protect our seas, Bitcoin can protect us against potential cyber attacks. It is a cyber defense weapon and a classic example of unrecognized use. Here's an analogous example. The Chinese invented gunpowder, and then they used it as medicine for 200 years before other countries recognized that it was the most potent tool for power projection. Today, the popularly assumed use of Bitcoin is money. But Bitcoin is also a power projection weapon that can protect our currency and everything that we do online from cyber attacks. The first country that recognizes this function will be the new global superpower.
Pretty good.
We need to grab the reins and harness Bitcoin's full potential if we want to regain and consolidate our title as leader of the free world. Based on public information, the USA...
I'm going to fast forward it here to the defunding the military industrial complex.
Walk around any barrio and
That
you'll
was pretty
find
good.
lots
I
of
mean,
small businesses just like...
That was pretty good. He's dropping real knowledge here, so
Bitcoin
I can't
standard
hate
and our
him.
money held its value, we would all have the ability to live more abundant lives. Bitcoiners have it right. Fix the money, fix the world.
That's a line too. That's the line we Bitcoiners use. Fix the money, fix the world. It's not absolute, but it's close.
The discipline of tying our dollars to hard assets like Bitcoin will also finally break our addiction to forever wars. Fiat currency was invented to fund war. As I pointed out just now, President Nixon got us off the gold standard in 1971 because printing fiat currency was the only way to continually finance the Vietnam War. Prior to fiat currency, when a country ran out of money, the war would end. Or if a government wanted to fund a war, it would issue war bonds and borrow the money from its citizens, or it would tell them in advance, we're going to tax you. Today, governments don't need to even ask that permission. They just print the money. And and then they fund the war with fake money.
That's the thing, man. That's how you cause wars to keep on going, or cause people to keep on fighting a war that is like needless, like the Vietnam War. They took it off so that they could prolong the war, and then people start dying for it. So it's crazy. He's dropping the Bitcoin standards, basically what this man is doing. So he's proven that he's got a deep knowledge of Bitcoin and all its uses and intricate uses. Claudios on Kick says, Chile, Santiago. I know I learned Spanish from a gentleman from Santiago. That's my connection with Chile, actually. All right, let me go to my boy Vivek really quick.
We are going to be talking about Bitcoin and the future of American democracy. I'm here with U.S. Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee and Vivek Ramaswamy. Well, first of all, I'd love to get your reactions to what President Trump just said, as well as Senator Cynthia Lummis talking about having a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the United States. This is a historic moment here in Tennessee.
Yep.
It is indeed a historic moment, and I am so thrilled that President Trump has become the first presidential candidate to actually have a Bitcoin platform. I think that that is so significant, and what you're going to see from those of us in the Senate, once President Trump is inaugurated, is a push to make certain that those of you that are involved in Bitcoin have the energy that you need, low-cost, affordable, stable energy, so that you can do your Bitcoin mining. Another thing you're going to see us do is make certain that you can self-custody, and you're going to see us get the federal government off your back, out of your blue wallets, and let you control your life and have that freedom of transaction that Bitcoin allows.
I don't know why she's doing that, because Bitcoin already allows that. You can't stop it. There's no way it can be stopped. I don't need some politician allowing that. It already is. You cannot hack my wallet. You cannot, you have no idea how much I have. And I can transact with it freely. I have no idea what she's talking about.
So I want to make an observation about President Trump's speech. And I think it was historic, not just because he gave that speech and it's in the interests of the people in this room. That's not why he made the commitments he did. He made the commitments he did because it's in the interests of the United States of America and the values that this country was founded on. And there is a difference. I think that if our founding fathers were alive today, they would have endorsed every one of the things that Donald Trump just said on that stage. It is part of a deeper cancer in this country where you think about what is sucking the lifeblood out of the United States of America. It is the rise of this fourth branch of government. The people who were never elected to run the government, who are actually writing rules that are affecting not only every one of you, but every American. I think what you're going to get out of that second Trump term isn't there to go around and just mess around the edges of it. We want to get in there and actually shut that down. That's how you revive this country, put that regulatory state in its place. You know, one of the things that we didn't necessarily hear from today, but I want to see become part of this conversation is every time one of these administrative agencies, you know, the SEC was discussed today, pursues an action that they end up losing in federal court, they're still putting people through hell in the process. You know what? If you lose, you pay. And to actually have accountability in the government for the cases they actually bring, so it's not a one-sided crusade, but there's actually accountability once and for all for the people who are actually making hell for American citizens. And I think that's where this conversation is going.
We've heard President Trump talk about how he wants America to be first. What's at stake if another country adopts Bitcoin before us?
So look, I think, go ahead, Marsha. No, you have good thoughts on that.
No, you go ahead on that, and then I'll follow up.
So look, I think that the United States of America was founded on the unapologetic pursuit of excellence. Excellence is our heritage. It is in our DNA as a country. And so what I think is at stake for the United States of America is really shame. The idea that we, through self-harm, constrained ourselves from achieving the maximum of what is possible in Bitcoin or in any other arena is, I think, a stain on our country. When we rallied behind the cry to make America great again, it was not just Donald Trump that we hungered for. It was for the unapologetic pursuit of excellence. That is who we are as Americans. That is our heritage. That is our identity. That's what's at stake in this room, right? When you say Bitcoin to the moon, I know many people just want the value of their holding to go up, and that's fine. But I think it is a statement of a deeper point of American exceptionalism, right? We are the unbounded, the unbridled, the unafraid, the people who would not be constrained to achieve the maximum of our potential without any government or system standing in our way. That's what our founding fathers envisioned. And I think that culture, it has been domesticated, it has been tamed, it has been whipped into submission by this new culture that penalizes excellence and celebrates victimhood. While that inner animal has now leapt oceans to lift up places like China. And so, yes, when we say make America great again, what we want is to unleash that inner beast, unleash that inner animal spirit. And that's the animal spirit that I know motivates those of you in this room to achieve what you do. And that's what we're going to unleash again in January of next year.
I don't know. I love it, Bake. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? What it is that you have the hardest asset in the world in your back pocket. I mean, a spirit of excellence, yeah, but did that make sense? Did that make sense to anyone else? I don't know if that made sense to me. Look, let's get the GOAT on here. If we're talking Bitcoin, there is no way you could have a conversation without this man. This man is going to drop so much different knowledge. I don't even. This is worthy of its own video. Quite honestly, this man. This is the man right there. That Michael Saylor's the GOAT of understanding money, understanding hard assets, understanding sovereignty. All those guys, including Vivek, as much as I love them, they're focused on something else. This is above politics. This is above parties. This is above being elected. Bitcoin cannot be constrained even now. We do not need a politician to protect us or regulations from. We don't need it. People have it right now. That is available now to own Bitcoin. Self-custody, self-sovereignty. Have no one touching that. No one's gonna tax it. No one's gonna take it from you. You can't steal it. Even if you have a gun to my head, you couldn't steal it unless I give it to you, or you shoot me and I die and it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not possible. So, well, hold on. Let me just back up. I guess you could well, no, you can't get all of it. Some of it's on my phone. Some of it's on my hard wallet. Some, you just don't know. You can't get it all. Get some of it, I'm sure. Torture, I'm sure. So, of course. Let's do a live buy. Let's end the night, okay? Let's end the night with that. That's fine. We'll do a live buy. You guys, Mike Thomas is always for the live buys. No problem. Let's see if there's something worth the live buy though. Top Chad. Okay. Let's see what's trending. Last 24 hours. Mother of meme coins. Mother of meme coins. He was waiting for that. What is this one? Is this one some pornography thing? I hope not, dude. It doesn't look like it. It looks good. Looks clean and wholesome. I swear, if this mom. She looks like a mom. She looks like just a mom, just holding it down. Mother of all meme coins. Okay, this is what we degenerated into. We're trying to understand Bitcoin. I'm trying to get my knowledge up with you guys, and the degens of Mike Thomas and GF are just like live buy. I am cornhole. I'm only messing with y'all. Because I love you guys. Okay, the mother of memes. Is that Japanese or what is that? I'm not sure if I like this. This is not $1.2 million market. I don't really like that one. It's like the number one thing right now. I don't really like that. What are we looking for? Patty, Top Chad, Nero. I need something that's recent, something new. Oh, I hit bubble mouse by accident. Let's see, new pairs. We're going to new pairs. We're going to go to gainers in 24 hours. Nero. I don't know what that. Nero versus Nero. Okay. What is this Nero? Trump MAGA sold. Donald Trump. More Trump coins coming out, huh? Book of Meme. Book of Meme I saw was gaining. Internet tough guy. Government damped it. I don't know what that means. But I did see Book of Meme gain like 12%. Okay, here's some 12%. I don't know yet, man. I've kind of took my bags out of Book of Meme and I'm just kind of I've rode away, you know. I'm sure there's more upside to Book of Meme though. Seems like it. Seems like it. I don't know. It seems like it. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, it seems like there's more upside to that. Jason Derulo. 300 million. Yeah, right, dude. Are you kidding me? Jason Derulo. Wow. Is that a rug? What happened there? Who sold this big stick, dude? What the heck? Jeez Louise. I don't know about this one. There's not even like a Twitter on this. And I found the best because of it. What you say? I'm not sure what Patty is. Another dog coin, $7 million market cap. Don't like it. No, I don't like that. That's looking too green for me, man. That's looking too green. Let's see the biggest gainers. Let's see, age less than an hour. Okay, this is some serious degenerate stuff now we're getting into. Gorilla Pepe, Yuga, Snuggie, Bundle, Trilly, Sammy, Idea. Idea looks nice. Big green stick. This is how old is this coin? I don't know. This is some photon stuff right now. $6,000 market cap. No thanks. Age is under 1 hour. Age is under 3 hours. Let's do that. Yuga. Okay. 12 minutes. 1 hour. Rainbow Blast. Yuga Labs. Is that gonna do a thing? I think that's a rug and a half. I think that's a rug and a half, boys. Yuga Labs, 2 million market cap is good. I don't know if it's good or not, man. I don't know if it's good or not. You guys like this one? Yuga Labs. Where's all the stuff? Kendu, you still holding Kendu. Still holding Kendu. Still holding Kendu. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Seems like a good time to sell right now. Holy Toledo. 170 million market cap. Seems like a good time to sell for me. Ooh, that's a sell and a half. Maybe I should sell it the all-time high though. We'll wait. We'll wait this thing out. But yeah, still holding Kendu. I don't know. A couple million. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have no idea. I'd have to go and check. But yeah, look at that. Oh, don't sell. All right, I won't sell. I'm just selling just to sell. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the money. Let's see if I can trade it. This seems like it's gonna come down though. It seems like it's gonna come down. Who knows? But I have no idea. I could sell that. I wish it was green, but I could sell that. No problem. Oof. I couldn't sell that. Never mind. On a 1 hour. No, I like selling greens. But yeah, let's see here. Is that 25? Yeah, Kendu's always trending, dude, which is great. Kendu's always trending. This Nero thing is something else, dude. $28 million market cap. Oh boy, this was a couple of days ago. This Nero coin is live sell. I could live sell it. That's almost what Mike Thomas would want. Okay, just another one. That's an epic. It's an epic photo. I mean, what do you want? You can't take it away from him. That photo will not be beat. that's got to be one of the most iconic photos in life. I don't think there's anything right now that I'm willing to spend money on right now, quite honestly. How do you celebrate? I celebrated. I had a big party. I had people over. We went to I borrowed the church, and I like grilling out. I like having steak, so we did that. And yeah, so a bunch of family, a bunch of friends came over. There might have been like 50 people there, probably more. So I haven't taken a single photo actually. A lot of kids running around. There's a big area. I love grilling steak, so we grilled steak. And from now on, I think next year I'm gonna have people over, and we're just gonna do like an international potluck style. So yeah, if you guys are ever in Florida, let me know. I'd love to have you guys over, and we'll do like a grilling thing. Florida, like I'll drive to Orlando or Miami for you guys. Anyways, yeah, sorry, Mike Thomas. Sorry, guys. There's not really. I was looking around a little bit. Not really anything I wanted to see. At least not yet. And I was about to sell, but you guys said not to sell. Anyways, that's it for the show tonight, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll probably be either Michael Saylor on Finish That Up, or we'll go into Phantom Galaxies or something else, just live by. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Thanks for the happy birthday, man. I really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm a cowboy on the wild frontier, taking chances, nothing left to fear. Bought some crypto, rolling the dice in this digital world, paying the price, riding the crypto river, taking a leap through the ups and downs, into deep chains of transactions. I'm tied down, making moves on this wild, risky ground. Beneath the neon lights, I make my stand, trading in shadows, holding gold in my hand. Like an outlaw riding into town, risking it all, keeping my head down.